My wonderful, beautiful, amazing Capricorns. I'm Gabriella from Gabriella's Vampire Tarot. For today, I'm going to be doing a general love reading of 5 card spread. But before I do that, I want to offer these 12 red roses as a token of my love and appreciation for you all for supporting me. Love you guys incredibly, so thank you so much for your love and devotion towards my channel and myself. So this 5 card love reading includes that the first card represents you, the second the other person, the third the relationship, fourth the past, fifth the future. Then I'm going to draw a Vampire Oracle for you, then a Favoli, and then one from Le Tarot Interdit Vampiria French deck. But let's get started with card number 1, which is you. Okay, Magician. You know, the thing is I'm getting, mostly for the ones who are single, but the ones who are also in a relationship, is that you are manifesting something. You want to create something, okay? Well, the thing is, hopefully everything will work out for the single ones in this relationship, because the thing is, it's like, Magician is also about putting time and effort into wanting to create a relationship, or maybe you're doing a lot of self-development or self-improvement. But if you want to actually have a relationship with whoever, is out there, or in any way on a general note, because since this is a general reading, it's not really on who or where or what or how. But, it's like, it's good to, you have to start planning something. It's good to, put time and effort into something, well, manifesting something is pretty good. It's a really good, trait to have, to want to create something. So, I hope everything will work out for, the ones who want to create something. But for the ones who are currently in the relationship, looks like that you want to actually add more excitement and flair. You want to start manifesting more. You want to be more adventurous. You want to actually just think, okay, what else can I get out of, this relationship? Not anything negative, but, you want to start, you probably want to start, planning something. We are heading towards the summer times where a lot of humans, they go on their summer breaks, for that matter. However, I just usually I'll stay confined in my coffin, during sunny times and stuff like that. So, but either way, for the ones in a relationship, it looks like that you're the one that's going to be adding more passion to this connection. Who's the other person? 8 of Pentacles. Okay, it could be a fellow Earth sign, Taurus, or even another Capricorn, or Virgo for that matter. But this person is also working incredibly hard themselves. So the thing is, it's like, for the ones who are single, you could be having your eyes on somebody who is also working incredibly hard. Maybe you're working hard, and maybe, you both are kind of building each other up. Okay. But, this other person, single person could also be working incredibly hard. It doesn't per se have to be an Earth sign. Maybe somebody has Earth placements. But for the ones who are mostly in a relationship, it looks like that, you both are actually, yes, supporting each other. You guys are actually building, like this very beautiful foundation between you and the other person, which I think is always admirable and honorable no matter what. So please keep up the beautiful hard work no matter what, because the thing is, it's like, I think I mentioned this either to Cancer or Gemini for that matter, but yeah, the thing is you want to make sure, that it's reciprocating in any kind of connection and stuff like that, and not feeling that you're the one that's putting in all the time and effort, and the other person is just kind of thinking, oh, okay, I don't have to do anything because, my companion, spouse, partner, whoever it is doing all the work, so, well, why should I do anything, right? But let's see what the relationship is all about. Devil. Capricorn energy. Okay. Well, the thing is, the devil has mixed meanings regarding love in this relationship. You could see it from the negative side, where this devil is pretty much trying to keep and these vampires confined, and literally, look how bad it looks. My goodness. Okay, well, the thing is what I actually see here on the negative side is, it could be, that, you could both be working on leaving, your current, relationship, because it's not doing you any good. Maybe you are currently with another Capricorn for that matter. But, you guys could be working on a divorce or a breakup for that matter. But the thing is, on a erotic level, is maybe you enjoy eroticism, for any, 100% your prerogative. You probably enjoy, all those things and stuff like that. I think I even mentioned this to maybe even Taurus, or one of the other things about 50 Shades of Grey. I've never seen it nor heard. I've heard of it because my human familiar even read the book. My goodness. Okay, I would never want to get involved in such things and stuff like that personally. However, the thing is that some humans enjoy that kind of lifestyle. So again, to each their own. If you guys enjoy a lifestyle like that, okay, 100% your prerogative. I mean, I've only heard a brief synopsis of the whole, storyline, but then I got really irritated and bored after a while thinking, okay, enough. If some humans enjoy that, that's their choice and prerogative, but I personally wouldn't want to get involved. But it could also be what you crave and lust and desire for in a relationship as well. Well, but either way, as long as, you're trying to manifest something and everything is working out in your favor. But in the past, you got King of Swords. So you were incredibly determined, analytical. You were already planning and strategizing something from the start. Or, I mean, it's like you could also have Aquarius, Libra, Gemini somewhere in your placements. But it's like you also, will probably had a lot of patience because it's like this King of Swords is pretty much just also kind of waiting around, just kind of thinking, okay, I put a lot of time and effort into something. Now I just need to kind of wait and see how it's going to be developing. I mean, when you're manifesting something, there's only so much time and effort you can put into wanting to create something, and then you just have to be patient with how it will develop. For the ones who are in a current relationship, it looks like that you're the one. I mean, the same story applies. You put a lot of time and effort into something, you have patience, and then it just turned into this potential offering of whatever it may be. It could be, that, it turned into a big nightmare, though it's not like the Nine of Swords. But the devil is definitely a sneaky deity in the sense that it's an unpredictable card because I'm getting just mixed, senses here, and the thing is, yeah, you want to just make sure that it's not going to be anything negative for that matter. But I'm sure as long as you put in the right time and effort, everything should work out. For the future, you get Four of Pentacles. Now, technically, you would see that this vampire is in a tomb, just kind of, needing to, rest up. And, the vampiress has its guard dog here and stuff like that. But I do see stability in the future for my beloved Capricorns. Man, woman, whoever's watching, a follower or fledgling for that matter. But the thing is, it's like, okay, stability is good. Unless you're in a single, position, with stability, but you could also be, heading off towards, a nice, comfortable, relationship in the future. Again, I can't say when, where, how, or who you're heading off towards because this is just a general reading. I mean, but either way, it's like I really hope the best of luck regarding this Four of Pentacles in the future. What does Oracle have? Immortal, the consuming family pressure of peers. Okay. You could be somebody who's immortal. I mean, I'm technically immortal. But the thing is it's like the consuming of family or the pressure of peers is, where you pretty much just, feel like, oh yeah, I can't, leave, the confines of my love life or something because I'm stuck in this situation. But it could also be, what this card is also about is how you allow your friends or family to more or less just kind of, start, controlling, who you have to be with as well. That's also the consuming families to say, no, no Capricorn, you are destined to be with this man or woman in the future and stuff like that. So again, it's like, well, free will is free will no matter what. So if you want to be with somebody who's really, who you pretty much really don't want to be with, okay. We'll head off towards whoever you try to want to be with and stuff like that. But again, it's like, I mean, you could always ask, your friends and family, whoever, you're currently surrounded by, what they think of, your potential love interest or your spouse or companion. But the most important person who should always, will make the final decision regarding love is you. Because if you love this man or woman, it should be your own choice and not because, other people want you to fall in love with that person or maybe they disapprove of your choices and stuff like that. I mean, the only way how you're ever going to find out if that person is good enough is time will tell, and, your senses and stuff like that and your intuition should also tell because you are a very realistic, grounded, rational earth sign next to Taurus and Virgo for that matter. So I would always, make sure, the only person who should actually, make the final choice and decisions is you. Okay, what does Favole have? Queen of Butterflies. Oh, Queen of Swords. Oh my goodness, yes. You had the King of Swords and now you have the Queen of Swords. Okay, you could have Aquarius, Libra, Gemini somewhere in your star chart, or maybe you have your eyes on an Aquarius or Libra or Gemini. Sometimes okay, well, whatever. The thing is, I see you incredibly determined. For the single ones, I see you incredibly determined on wanting to create something. You want to manifest something. Maybe there's just, this lust and desire that you have towards whoever you have your eyes on, or whoever you want to be with, or whoever you're trying to create, through any means and stuff like that. So, with best of luck on that voyage of yours. I hope everything works out no matter what. But for the ones in a relationship, looks like, that you're still incredibly determined, you're still planning something, in the future, stuff like that. Because I do see you working incredibly hard on wanting to build this very beautiful foundation. You have the patience on wanting to actually manifest, and then you have stability in the future. Well, probably, in comfort, it's not like the Ten of Pentacles where it's immediately like luxury, unless you are, of course, in a luxurious position in your current, life and stuff like that. But either way, I do see you planning something, so hopefully, it'll work out in your favor. So, but let's see what the French Tarot deck has. This one wanted to come out. King of Wands. Okay, you could end up with a Leo in the future, or you could even have Leo somewhere in your star chart. Okay, interesting. Well, it's like I do see, it's like, okay, the King of Wands is definitely strong, confident, bold, very passionate, very also determined, a bit, I wouldn't say authoritative, because that's mostly, the Emperor. This is the King of Wands, but this is very passionate, this is very strong and courageous, the Leo card and stuff. So, whoever it is, or whatever it may be, I do see a lot of strength and confidence within you in the days to come, or in the future at least. Because, you do have patience as being the King of Swords as well. You are planning something, even with the Queen of Swords and stuff. You are manifesting, which is a Gemini Virgo card. You can have Gemini Virgo, so somewhere in your star chart as well. But either way, the King of Wands is also showing how strong and capable and bold you are. Well, my beautiful, amazing Capricorns, I'm going to have to leave it at that. But if this reading resonated, please feel free to join and subscribe to my channel. In a few days, I'm going back to general readings. So for now, I'm just doing love and general readings. But I'm also open for personal readings. So all you have to do is subscribe to this channel. And I'll respond to you with my email after you post. And in the little description box that you want a personal... No, in the discussion box. Why do I sometimes get those confused? But in the little discussion box that you want to have a personal reading. And then I'll respond to you with... my email, and then we'll start the process from there. Anyway, I want to wish you all the best of luck on wherever this journey may take you, and I hope everything works out in your beautiful favor. But anyway, thank you so much, and I love you guys.